Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. Blastoise here. We're gonna be doing a deck profile on base Tenyu Rain Dance Blastoise. Now, Rain Dance Blastoise, I don't think it's the best deck in base Tenyu. I think Mineral Mewtwo, Dark Crobat, Sneasel, and Kingdra are the best decks. Especially if like most of the mons in that deck is very efficient, no weakness. But Blastoise is just an OG, like from the base set. Using Rain Dance there and just coming all the way up to the Neo, still working pretty well. I just think it's just absolute sick. So I'm gonna start this deck profile off with 4 Cleffa. It has this attack called Eek. You shuffle hand, draw 7 cards. Basically a Professor Elm. Just really good draw card. Also, it can store with its baby ability. So it has this baby effect where, you know, they need to flip a coin in order to attack you. Even if the opposing player has a Cleffa, in order for it to use Eek, it would have to flip a coin into your opposing, like your Cleffa, to draw 7 cards, which is just like, I don't think that should have been a rule. Like, I think it has to be like damaging attacks, but like that's how it's played in this format. So yeah, just 4 Cleffa started off. And then now we have the 4 Squirtle, and this is actually the vending machine Squirtle. The reason why I don't use the base set 2 Squirtle is base set 2 has 40 HP, so 10 HP less. So you could get sniped by you know, either 2 Dark Crobats or, you know, 2 Dark Golbats and a Dark Crobat. So it's just like extra security. Also, this actually does more efficient damage, whereas the other one does like 10 every turn, where this has its first ability. I don't know what it's called, the name of it, but basically it triples the damage of your pound attack, which is the second skill. So basically in 2 turns you're doing like 30 damage, so effectively like 15 damage a turn, which is extra 5 damage output like every turn. So just a lot better HP, better damage per turn, just better efficiency overall. So that's why you go for these vending machine Squirtles. Now these can be a lot expensive. This one here, the symbol, is actually from the intro deck. So I don't know if you can see that, but that's from the Squirtle intro deck. So it's pretty cool. And then we got 1 War Turtle, Wizard Stamp promo, just in case you're like trainer locked, you can't use your Pokemon breeders. Just this extra security to use this War Turtle. And then we got the 3 Blastoise. We got this Japanese one here from the intro deck as well, Squirtle intro deck. I just think it's absolutely cool. Like, look at this, the OG Blastoise. Anyways, basically Rain Dance, as often as you like, you can put 1 water energy onto one of your pokes on your either bench or active. And Hydro Pump does 40 damage. You can add more water energy to do 10 extra damage for each energy, so 60 max. So you can only add 20 extra damage, but 5 water energy, you do 60 damage basically. Now the problem with this deck, I feel like, is if one of your Blastoise gets prized, you only have basically 2 attackers, unless you're trying to use this like War Turtle to attack too. Like, I feel like 2 attackers, you just need to go fast. Like, if you can get this set up quickly, get a couple of knockouts, you're already like, you know, 3 prizes down. You potentially could draw this again, set up your 3rd Blastoise. Like, you could win that way. So basically you just want to get out Blastoise right away, just put the pressure on, get your energies out with the Rain Dance, and just like just wreck everything. Alright, now for the trainers, we got 4 Pokemon breeder. Now this is just basically a rare candy in the modern sets. You just put a stage 2 onto one of your Pokemon on the bench, and yeah, from second turn, once you bench a Squirtle, the next turn you just play this. If you have a Blastoise in your hand, you get Blastoise out right away. It just, you know, just to rush your opponent, you want to get that Rain Dance out straight away. You want that Blastoise out straight away. Sometimes you might not have enough energy in your hand to even attack, so that could be a problem sometimes. But yeah, now for the draw cards: 2 Oak, 2 Elm. Now I find that like a 2-2 ratio is pretty good. I don't think you should run 4 Oak, because if you play 1 Oak every turn, or like just in a row, that's like 28 cards you're just losing. So I feel like it's just too costly. And you're just gonna deck out like before you can even kill like 3 things. And I think Elm, like 2 Elm is good, because when you have 4, I feel like, because it has this restriction where it's kind of like a supporter card in modern day Pokemon, where you can't play any more training cards this turn. So it becomes too restrictive if you have 4 Elm and no Oak. So these are just your draw cards. You do also have your Cleffer Eek to draw cards, so it's not like, you know, even without, like, if you don't see these cards, it's not a bad thing. Like Clef is probably like the better thing to see anyway, because not only that it stores with its baby power, it also can draw itself. So that's the draw cards there. Now for the gusting cards, 2 Gust to Win and 2 Wall Point. And the reason why you run Wall Point instead of Switch, you definitely need Switch, like a switching card in this deck, because you need to get your Blastoise back in sometimes or back out. And Wall Point's better because it doesn't matter who they choose to bring in. Your Blastoise is gonna trying to hit for 40, like 40 or 40 plus anyway. So your Blastoise is just trying to kill like the enemy Pokemon anyway. So it doesn't matter what they bring in. They're probably most likely going to bring in another baby anyway. You're going to flip for it. It doesn't matter, but it's just more versatile to have Wall Point over Switch here. And I would say Gust is probably better than Double Gust in this deck as well. Okay, and now for the stadium cards, we run 4 Energy Stadium. The reason why you run 4 is people like to run 4 of their stadiums, whether it be like Ego Gym or like Chaos Gym or like Pokemon Tower, and you just want to get rid of their gym. Sometimes it's not necessarily for the effect, like the effect is pretty good, but it's just to get rid of their gyms. So basically you're searching out an energy card to add to your hand if you flip a heads, and both players can do it. So you get it from the discard pile. So yeah, it's like pretty decent, but obviously if you have nothing in your discard pile, you're not gonna get like anything out of this. So yeah, that's 4 Energy Stadiums. And now for some sustain, I used to run 4 Goldberry, but I decided to run 3 and 1 Super Potion. The reason why is because I only have 3 Blastoise, so 1 for each one, right? And sometimes they try to like do the numbers properly, so they'll hit you for like, you know, 30, and then they'll like add another energy or bring something else in and just hit you for a KO. So this doesn't actually proc. So sometimes Super Potion can come in handy, but there's an extra cost to this one, because this one is actually you have to discard an energy card from your hand in order to remove 4, where this one just like you just attach and it just proc. So there's no cost for these apart from attaching it, but sometimes it does not proc. So, you know, I used to run 4, but 3 for 3 Blastoise, you know, and 1 Super Potion. And you do need some sort of sustain, otherwise you just get screwed. And 1 Super Energy Retrieval and 1 Nightly Garbage Bun. This is to get back your water energies, because you do only run 15 in this deck. This is to get back some of your pokes like Blastoise, to set another one up if you're just lacking attackers, because there's only 3 in the deck. 1 gets prized, you're only down to 2, you might as well recycle 1 and try to get another one on the board. But this is a super good card. You could run the energy retrieval with the regular one, but it's only you discard 1 card in order to get 2 back, where this is more efficient. But sometimes you don't get, you know, the full amount of 4 basic energies back to your hand. So yeah, it's kind of like the problem with this deck is like it's short on room. Like you just need to put stuff in, and this just saves you like 2 energy retrievals by having just this here. And lastly, oh not lastly, we have 2 energy removal. You definitely need this in base Neo because metal energy is just super fucking annoying. And like I remember I was playing against a fortress deck and I just couldn't kill the fortress. I was doing like 30 20, like I don't know how much I was doing, but like it just was not killing the fortress. So I decided to add these energy removals. I initially did not have any energy removals at all. You could put super energy removals, that could be more efficient, but I'd rather just be safe and not discard any more cards, because I'm discarding a lot in this deck, and run 2 Lash just for extra disruption late game. Once you set up your Blastoise, you got nothing else to do, you might as well slow them down with Lash. And 3 Computer Search just to set up your board. You want to be able to get your Blastoise out quickly, maybe search a breeder, maybe search your Blastoise, whatever you need. This is another discarding kind of mechanic where you discard and search for anything. Absolutely broken. Later in Pokemon, this came out as an ace spec, so it was a one-off. Like the fact that you can play 3 of them is absolutely diabolical, right? And lastly, we play 3 Item Finder just to get back what we need. We can get back a Garbage Run, we can get back a Super Energy Retrieval. Just trainers that you want to play again. It's not like I don't feel like it's crazy good, it's just handy, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's it. And we finally run 15. I know like some decks run like 14 basic water energies. I like to run 15 because it just feels right having 3 Blastoise and each of them set up with like 5 energy each. Like it just makes sense, right? Like 3 or 5 each. Like if you run 14, it feels like you're one short of 1 Blastoise hitting its max damage. You do run that energy retrieval, but I just feel like 15 is just good number. And that's it for the deck profile. I was also considering running Time Capsule instead of Nightly Garbage Run, but then I read at the bottom it also had like a restriction saying that you can't play any more trainers that turn all your turn ends or something like that. But oh yeah, I forgot this card. This is just to stop abilities muck, so you can set up your Blastoise. Igglybuff. I was thinking about running 2 because I did get screwed over by like I said, I got screwed over by a fortress deck because of its ability. I just couldn't rotate things out without taking damage, so I was just taking residual damage everywhere. So yeah, that's it for the deck, guys. And if you guys want to see more, like and subscribe. And I do have a couple more Neo decks that I have in the back that I can make videos of.